I've managed to have temperate forests the whole way across. But yeah, if I could like settle up over here or something, that would be probably about halfway between me and the flag from my current location. But yeah, I'll still have to send proper fucking caravans all the way around. So they'll be through here or whatever. Actually, no, they'll be down around here. So then I don't know if they'll cut up and get onto that road and then go from there. But yeah, I've got to be mindful of wherever these things are and stuff. I watch other people that have got like some of the DLCs and stuff. It's just DLCs have never personally interested me. Like I have seen like a little bit to do with Anomaly, and I don't mind like the zombie aspect of it. I think that's kind of interesting. But at the same time, like the way I play the game, oh my god, you lot. A lot of the time, the way that I play the game isn't so much like using whatever's out and whatever. Let's make pemmican. It's more so about me just like, I don't know, growing and getting to do things. Like I also want to do other kind of like playthroughs where maybe I go and attack other colonies on the map and stuff with a large army. I'd love to start from like a really small group next time. I think that would just be infuriating for me. It would take me ages. It took me 4 months real world time to end up with like 100 colonists. And then a year, well, less than a year later, I already had 200 or so, and we were going for 250, but the game couldn't handle it. That's why I was hoping that when it came out with the core updates, I might be able to have maybe 250 people. Even 240 would be nice. There's not much difference really between 100 and 200, and then 200 and 250. I'm just saying, it's really no real difference. Once you're over like 70 people, it's the same shit, different day. Just stuff goes faster. Not the physical game, but like production and stuff just goes faster. I also haven't done any research for ages, although somehow we're researching a turret. Somehow we have like a little bit of research into these. I'm guessing I've got books or something, and they've also got, it's behind me, but we've got like a tiny slither of research into that, which makes no sense to me because I don't have research tables down at all. So I don't know where somebody's getting that from. But it's definitely fucking interesting. Can I get you to just fire foam pop that instead? Or not fire foam, but you know, activate that. Hopefully make everybody a little less on edge. There we go. What? No, you ain't. Yeah, no, I do have people in jail. I think 3 people here are not able to be... Kimmy? How's it? Alright, tell you what, if you guys can just stay up here. I don't know if she's going to go down or if she's going to go up, but I should be able to get her. Hopefully if nobody kills her, I should be able to, like, just zap her. Now that I'm not using those to take people all the time, it's kind of fun. I can just, like, zap people whenever I need to now. You look like you're going to go straight down. So let's get you in line with that. So when you come out of there, I'll just zap you on. Yeah, because I've got these, I can just, like, immediately just down somebody. Which is fantastic. I normally just keep them to take enemies and stuff, but in a large colony, I actually used to just use it for this. She might catch on fire, though, to be fair. There we go. Alright, well, she's all sorted now, and you can go rescue her. If I can fucking click on you. There we go. You go rescue Emmy. She'll be right. It does affect them after a while if I do it too many times. And she's got a burn scar on her brain. I don't think that's necessarily from this time because she's not on fire. But, I mean, occasionally they get, like, savants and stuff like that. But that's why I get healing mech serums. Because it basically, like, fixes them up from their burn scars and stuff. You undo your thing. Alright. I love how everybody's in here around the motherfucking fire. And I've got it to cook. I purposely made it so we can make some more pemmican for the trips and stuff. I actually don't know if we're going to have enough food because the stuff that they're using to I love that. The stuff that they're using to cook up now could be allocated for the caravan. I don't know. But if they can at least make some more pemmican, we can have some more longer shelf life stuff work for us. And it's probably been a bit of a day. So maybe I can get somebody to call in the next trader. Not you. See if I can get somebody that's got a really good social around the area. And also make sure not to click on the same fucking person a few times. Yeah, you. Come up here and call... I think it's yellow? No, green. Then we're going to call green. Yes. Yeah, alright. I gotta remember to dismiss them, though, so that they don't fucking kill each other. You want your trader, just bulk goods. I know it's a bit of a double stack with that, but I have got a lot of gear, so they might want it. The Wagtail happily smiling. His feather to cattle wagging tail happily. No. Just trying to get some stretches on there. Alright, leave this alone. They'll be fine. We'll get traders in eventually. The other thing I don't have is the ability to call for traders here. We've got this building is basically secure. Manatee, do you have... I know you're stressed. I'm looking for somebody that can do mining. Specifically, like, reasonably well. Cypress, maybe? No. You guys, I think, are just down here sleeping. What's Ram up to? I'm pretty sure I sent the one person that can do mining home. If I could get you to get rid of this, Ariel, that would be really great. Can't mind that one. Fine, we'll get you to mine the bits outside. Seahorse is in one of the caravans. So the only way I could kind of fix this place up is if I wanted to, like, close in this, which wouldn't be too hard. I might just use wood, get that done. I was searching here. The word pretend has a completely different meaning than I thought, sorry. Yeah, so what did you mean to say instead of pretend, if that's the case? Because, yeah, I definitely am not... I'm not playing Anomaly, and I'm not pretending to play Anomaly. I need a door on that one, though. Let's get you a door. I've kind of come to the conclusion I'm going to give them walls, close in their beds. Maybe they won't be as shitty. Like, they might still be shitty. Don't get me wrong. They can be shitty if they want. But I have so much wood around the place that I'm sure this isn't going to cost too much to do. Where's closer to another word in my language to mean to do something in the future? Oh, do I intend to play Anomaly? I think that's what maybe meant. Instead of pretend is intend. Because, yeah, they would come across very linguistically similar, but completely different meanings. I don't know. With all of the DLCs, my kind of answer is that I enjoy the game, the core game, as it is. So the best thing is to kind of, like, not hope for me to kind of play the DLCs down the track. There's a quest. Because, like, I enjoy the core game, so I have, like, bugger all, what do you call it? I have bugger all mods for the game. That way I can kind of enjoy it the way I play it, but for the most part as the game basically is. I don't really get sick of games. Like, I play 7 days without mods. I play RimWorld with, like, very few mods. It's just kind of how I like to play. I'm a very vanilla gamer, as in, like, I like the games as they are. I'm not going to take on this quest, even though it's there, even though it's got some good stuff. Even though it's got tribespeople. Wait, where is it? Maybe. That's not... No, quest. What? That is a message. Apparently, they're attacking their caravans. Yeah, where is the quest, though? I guess it depends what I accept, and then it will show me where it is. Honestly, the infinite chem reactors are worth my time. Honestly, I'd rather the battery ones, but I can't always have everything. Let's load it for that. See where it wants to tell me it is. Where's the Bennett camp? It's not that far out. I could go fuck them over, but I don't know. Maybe. I have a trade ship going nearby. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. With all the DLCs, like I'm not particularly interested in royalty or ideology. There's nothing much there that interests me, so I could probably firmly say no to those. Biotech, I do not like babies, so the idea of having a game that has crying and screaming at whatever child sounds does not really appeal to me. On top of the fact that I have so fucking many people, if they were able to reproduce on their own, my game would just be absolutely overwhelmed. So that's a dangerous, like, probably no for me. Anomaly had like horror elements, like zombies and stuff like that, which I thought was interesting, but I don't get too much out of like the new creatures and stuff like that. I don't mind some of the stuff that they've brought into like the base game, like books. It's neither here nor there for me. What else is there? There's like I don't know, some of like the visuals and sounds and stuff have changed. I haven't really noticed too much stuff that they brought in. I think there was like, I don't know if ornate doors were there. I didn't have paint beforehand. Uh, there's double couches, the different lightings, stuff like that, the hidden power and stuff like that. That's all fine, like for like the core updates. But Anomaly itself, like I don't mind watching some other people play, but there's some ritualistic stuff in there that just doesn't interest me. Yeah, look, wall lights interested me. I want to get somebody up here to talk to whoever's flying over. Like, young maybe? You're on like a 13. If we can get somebody a bit closer. Yeah, there's basically because there's like a few things specifically I don't go into conversationally on stream. Like religion is one thing I don't go into on stream. Like I'm not religious myself, and I respect the fact that everybody could potentially have different religions and stuff like that. So I don't really want to play a game that kind of brings in thoughts and opinions related to that stuff because I'm like, it's just going to start a conversation as well. So, like, I don't really want that to happen. Because, once somebody starts talking about something, somebody else is bound to have a different opinion and or belief system and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm just not that interested. So basically, I could pretty much say any game that also has a religious undertone or any kind of like sacrifice thing or I don't know, like a religious hierarchy kind of thing, are games that I would not play on stream. I probably wouldn't even play them in my personal time either because I just can't be fucked with that. But yeah, that's sort of how I kind of view it. I like the fact that like RimWorld's like video and stuff like that it kind of shows you about the game, talks about how like these three people crash landed, one was a princess and stuff like that, and how like certain foods are beneath them and they expect to have like fancy beds and all this stuff, and that's great, that's interesting and whatever, but I don't really need to have like a royal hierarchy or religious hierarchy or cults or anything going on. I just want my people to be like people that have like kind of, I don't know, existed to the point where they got into space. That was kind of cool. Their planes crash. They're now on a planet that's kind of, it's got people, but they're outworld kind of stuff, like they're RimWorlds. So they don't have necessarily the same technology. Some have more, some have flight, whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of little extra elements that DLCs bring in that just do not interest me. I like RimWorld as a game as it is. So pretty much like I've had a few people ask me about DLCs. I've had several people offer to get me the DLCs, and it's just I'm not that interested in getting it. Like there's very few games where I'll actually have um DLCs for it. Like it has to be something I really want for it, or something that I find improves it for the gameplay that I've got. Like Generation Zero had DLCs to expand the map. So once you'd completed the game, if you wanted to keep playing the game and explore the game, you could buy additional DLCs and go into further areas of the map that didn't previously exist and fight new enemies and stuff. That was fun. I like that. I guess that's kind of the point of like Anomaly, is it gives you more creatures to fight, more interesting variation and stuff. But I also haven't got to play RimWorld a lot. Oh my god, it's doing this shit. I only have had like a few really big colonies, and those really big colonies that I've had last for ages. So I really do get a chance to just like not experience a lot of the base game to begin with. It's probably why I'm like still playing it for ages now. The happily yawning Snuggles Warplush yawns again, wagging to happily. These people want to buy so much stuff, but I've got this shit. This is something else that happens. I can't do anything about it. They will take a lot of stuff, though. I'm just going to buy whatever I want from them and sell them kind of everything else. Because I've got traders coming in for, like, the basic stuff. And I think food, and I could probably automatically cull a lot of the animals. So my people should auto-cull the animals. Get food, get carnivore meals, get more meat, rice, duck eggs, chem fuel. Yeah, pretty much all of this. I don't want to buy more cloth or hyperweave stuff. I actually like using hyperweave later, but I haven't got a chance to use it yet. Medicine, oh my god. This is what I was talking about with the problems that I had with this map. This does not happen outside of this map. This is why I need to move. Selling a large quantity of anything is like bullshit. Oh my god. My main area of visibility is getting less and less. I would like more steel. I would like to not be super over encumbered with that. You could take that because they're heavy things I don't know if I can sell. Take more food. I'm considering buying your dye because I don't need your limestone blocks. Oh my god, this is so bad. I could almost like quit the sale with what I've got and go again. Get your books. I've got a lot of things that they're gonna buy, so I'm not that worried about it. I could probably sell clothes to the traders coming in, but let's see what we could do. Jesus. If I could, I'd kind of like to not have this much gold, but I don't get much of a choice. Oh my god. Oh my crap. If I click on it, it just brings it up to see it. As I said, this is why I desperately need to move base. The amount of time I can spend mulling over a trade, and this is just inefficient for me. There's no way to get rid of this except for exiting or like completing the quest, by the way. I bought a lot of stuff off them, so I could really just kind of keep going for a bit. And probably the chairs. I do think that the other groups might buy the chairs, to be fair. The tables, though, I doubt that they'll buy. A lot of the time they won't buy furniture. Sometimes they do. If I manage to sell some of the hospital beds, that's fine, though. I have a lot of hospital beds. I've already packed up a lot. You know what? Fuck it. They're going to buy it. I might as well sell it. Jesus. This is so bad. This is frustratingly bad. This is something that you guys have not seen happen very often, but I got it as soon as I tried playing it offline on this map to test it, to try to fix it and stuff. I'm just going to get rid of all of my chairs. I may not have to have the traders come in at all at this rate. I've got the money to pay for this. I just don't want to. I have all this stuff I don't want to really leave behind. So I might get rid of all my extra hospital beds. I know that they're metal. I know I was trying to take them with me. We can make more at the new location. I don't need 30-something. I already know I don't need that. Now, I have still got shitty clothes here. I might as well sell them that too. And buy you gold, because what the fuck not? Sell the jackets. Sell the crappy clothes. I'm really tempted to buy their okay clothes because my people just don't have replacements. I don't need limestone blocks. I think I've bought everything else. The only other thing I thought of is I haven't got penoxycillin. It is under drug. but it's medicine, not like Lefurium I won't touch, but I will actually use that. They are allowed to use that. We just haven't got to make it yet. I can barely see anything on my map now. And the other thing is, will they buy my furs? Because they kind of aren't. No, they will, actually. Hold on. It's getting next to impossible to see, but yeah, they should be able to buy a lot of this. I'll sell them the expensive ones. Ones that I don't think I can palm off. Oh, that's too much. I don't think I can palm all of this off on a neighboring, like, trader. I don't think. That is way too much. Let me take it down to under 100. Alright. I actually wouldn't mind having, like, the Thrumbo fur to make clothes at the new location, so I might fucking leave that. And the Muffalo wool. I do like Muffalo wool. So fuck it. We'll take that with us. Rid of the heavy fur. Wolf skin. It's getting close. Panther fur. Panther fur is cooling though. Camel hide. Yeah, that's way too much. I could probably just... yeah, something like that. Too close. Get that down to about a 50. 6. Very close. Very, very close. There we go. Alright. We have a mess. I could highlight over this and wait for each one to come up. And we could be like, this is why I want to leave this map. There's a lot of little things that are not around all the time, but this is one of them. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to accept that. Oh my god. Tab out of that. Where did that go? So much stuff. The worst part about it is I could probably gift them some stuff, but I'm going to try to sell off the rest of like my furs and stuff. Alright, we should have room for this. I got more chickens, which my people should theoretically cull. Worst case scenarios, I'll take them with me to a new location. I'm actually impressed Zezul has decided to sit up on the back of my chair again after last night. Muffalo died from what? Malnutrition where? So last night, when I was finished at my computer, I went to stand up to go and like cook shit, and I didn't realize Azula was on the back of my chair. And she's just heavy enough, and the way that I stood up was just enough to kind of like tilt the chair up a little bit and cause it to fall over. She's fine. She's perfectly fine. She's not hurt. But the chair got like pretty scuffed up and could be like a bit fucked in a... I don't know where it is, but it rattles now. And I'm really surprised that she's back up on the back of my chair after last night. Because I would have thought that she would have been a little bit more scared, kind of thing. Yeah, no, she's fine. She's fine. My chair's not great. My chair's already been repaired a couple of times by me, so it's doing the best it can. But both her and Phoenix have done it. It's just, if I'm not aware that they're on the top back of my seat, like where the headrest is, and I stand up, the weight ratio is too heavy, tilted up and back. So it's quite possible to fall on its own. But just the way that I stood up kind of gave it like that extra little push kind of thing. Like it must have caught on my leg or something. But yeah, she's fine. She's perfectly fine. She's obviously, both of them were a bit spooked from it. I was obviously a bit spooked because I'm like, oh god, there goes my cat. But you know what cats are like. Basically, they'll right themselves and surf the thing all the way down to the ground, and then just as it's about to hit the ground, they'll just fucking launch and yeet out of the danger. That's basically what happened anyway. She was fine. She's just spooked. But yeah, I just noticed she was on the back of my chair. I don't know when she jumped up. In amongst streaming, at some point in time, she's hopped back up here. It's one of those things. Do you guys ever find with your pets and stuff, sometimes they're just suddenly there? You're like, when the fuck did you arrive? Because I don't remember. Because that happens to me a lot. Phoenix is very much like that. He teleports between rooms. Like 1 second he's like laying on my lap, and the next second he's not. And then like 5 minutes later he's back on my lap, and I'm just like, when did you get here? When did you leave? I have it sometimes where I'm literally just laying on the bed and I'm like, oh, the cat's up against my foot. I better be careful how I rearrange. And I look down, there's no cat. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's just confusing, but they do it. And yeah, she's very good at stealthily getting back there, which is impressive because she's a little bit of a chonk and it kind of weighs the seat backwards. So you'd think I'd notice, but no. I also don't know if they're gonna cull that pig. I should probably check what I've got set up for that because, yeah, I've got it set to 0. I've made it so that basically if it's not an animal that I want to deal with at the moment, it's just going to go. Also, if I get a chance to, I'd like to get an Arctic wolf. That'd be really cool. You guys will notice that I go for animals that are not kind of naturally occurring on the map, like the panthers and stuff, because a cougar will appear and I won't recognize it and dispatch it before it kills one of my animals. Like when I had bears, I had that problem. I had a bear called Jerky, and he was always just like roaming around doing his own thing, and I'd just get another bear come in and it would be milling around my cats and I'd be like, oh yeah, it's clearly just going to be, you know, jerky. It's going to be jerky, and it's not. And then my animals die and then I'm sad because I've like misunderstood. I don't have the money to buy anything, but you've got Glitter World medicine. It's a bit of a shame. Like, I don't really have anything else to sell you and you're not getting my components. Yeah, the Arctic wolves. So when I landed with my offline map of just like random people, I lucked out with a couple of Arctic wolves and I was really curious what it would do in here. So it goes all the way up to being able to haul, but it can't kind of like follow the master around when they're drafted or doing tasks. So I kind of thought, I don't mind that. I don't generally get like dogs on the map and stuff like that, just because like my cat's kind of like cat colony kind of thing. But I thought an Arctic wolf won't look like a regular roaming timber wolf. So I'll be able to tell it apart from, you know, whatever's on the map. And yeah, I'll be able to have something that kind of hauls and attacks and does all sorts of stuff, hopefully. But it'd be white. So it'll be like white and cream, so it'll stand out. So if I get a chance to buy an Arctic wolf, I'll get it. I just have to remember it's Arctic wolf, not Arctic fox, because foxes don't do any of the hauling. They're kind of just a pet. The fuck is that? Oh, it's Di. I'm like, I've never seen that. But everybody's up here having like fucking lavish carnivore meals. Love it. I had a black Labrador, and the amount of time I got spooked by her at night because I couldn't see her and hear her at all was not small. Just appeared behind me. My God. I'm concerned about that with having like a fully blackened like cat or something like that. Like my dog had black and white on her. So even when she was like out in the middle of the yard, I could see her because of the white, which was great. Like she thought she was so stealthy, but she wasn't. But Phoenix is hard enough to see and he's just like brown, right? So when he goes into like a cupboard or something, I can't tell if I'm looking at a lump of sleeping cat or if I'm looking at a lump of like a piece of clothing that's fallen off a coat hanger. I literally can't tell the difference until like he either opens his eyes or I pet it. I have petted a sweater before thinking it was Phoenix. It was funny. I probably won't do that again because I'm kind of like, I call to him now and if he doesn't like look at me, I just assume it's like a piece of clothing that's fallen off a coat hanger and he'll appear somewhere else. So the thing is, Phoenix is really fast too. So I kind of, yeah, I got to be careful with that, especially when like the lights are off because I can't see him in the night. I can see Azula. She's got white on her, so her coat reflects and I can kind of tell where she is. But I can't see Phoenix in the night. It's very hard to see. I might merge this into one area, but I feel like this is more full than this. So let's get rid of this zone. Tilt's head, hearing Arctic Wolf by Star Happily. Looking for Arctic Wolf by Star Happily, Snuggling Wolf Flush. I don't have it yet. I have it on an offline game that I'm just messing around with at the moment. Oh, you know what? I wouldn't have got the sale on this because we didn't have that. Oh, that sucks. If I can get rid of this zone and force it up, and then I've got all this food, which I could force up to, actually. We're getting down to a spot where we don't have a lot of room. It's going to tell me we have low food and stuff, but I've got food. You can easily step on them. If Phoenix is one of those cats where he sees you coming and he doesn't move, like, he waits until you're, like, right up against him, and then he, like, gets just personally offended by the whole situation. So, like, I can't kind of win with that. Like, I try to be like, oh, I'm walking through here and stuff, but yeah, he cares not. He's just like, oh, this is my space. Might allow you to have furniture up here, because I see you bringing all the other shit. But what I want is clear everything except for furniture. That way you can have all the beds and tables and shit here that's down here. And the rest of it will go in here, because I think we're going to